Hi everyone, this is Subeda from Zephyr Lake Carmelite Mission. I want to begin today's video on St. John of the Cross's Dark Night, Book 2, Chapter 18. But before I do that, I'd like to thank everyone who prayed for the success of the healing retreat that we had last week. We had people from many different states, but we had a small group, about 22 of us, and we had a priest. It was the most beautiful fulfillment of the promise that I made to Jesus 17 years ago to do a healing retreat in Thanksgiving for the graces that I had received from my own healing from some health issues that I had at that point. So I'm so grateful to you for your prayers, for your participation, and I hope to continue to do another retreat around the same time in the same place in Canandaigua, New York, next year. So more to follow on that. All those who attended will receive a communication from me in the upcoming days. And I was so busy this month of August that I did not get a chance to record any videos. And today's video is going to be very brief. Again, I apologize for the brevity of this video, but I am going through some challenges and trials for which I'm requesting you to pray for me, and it has to do with my ministry and my identity as a Carmelite. So let's move on to our Dark Night, Chapter 18, Book 2. So in the last video, I spoke about the hiddenness to the way to God for each person is unique. The way to Jesus, the union with Him, is a hidden experience, and it is a secret. And it's very difficult for any person to share what happens to them interiorly in their soul. Because once you share it, it's no longer a secret. And that's why I believe God allows it to remain hidden within the soul of each person, because each person's experience and their way to God is very unique in the contemplative way of life. The second characteristic that John of the Cross says is that the way to God is through a secret ladder. And this secret ladder is secret contemplation. As we ascend this secret ladder, we acquire the treasures of heaven, the Beatitudes, every aspect, every attribute, every characteristic that Jesus speaks of in the Beatitudes becomes ours. And that's the ascent. But the soul also descends in humility as it comes to a greater awareness of itself. So those who humble themselves, Jesus said, are exalted by God. And so the soul ascends and descends simultaneously on the secret ladder of contemplation. And before the soul is exalted, it is humbled. And before it is humbled, it is exalted. So it is like it goes together simultaneously. You can refer Proverbs chapter 18, verse 12. This journey of the soul is filled with many ups and downs. After prosperity, trials and storms will follow. And so much so, when we experience tranquility and calm, it's almost like it was given to us to strengthen us, to prepare us, to forewarn us of the troubles that lie ahead of us. And perfection consists, as we know, in perfect love and trust in God, and to not make too much of ourselves. So self-denial or self-renunciation and perfect love of God. And this is also by acquiring perfect habits. Habitual love for God and habitual love for neighbor, habitual virtuous living even when there are trials, troubles, and storms in our life. We should remember the end of the secret ladder. God is waiting for us. And God wishes to pour into our souls the treasures of His perfect love. And in Genesis chapter 28, verse 12 to 13, we read that Jacob had a vision of angels ascending and descending from heaven by a ladder. Now, St. John of the Cross says, this is the secret ladder of contemplation. And I know this video is probably the shortest one that I've ever made in this series, but I have a reason for that. This is all I can do for today, but I will be coming back soon with chapter 19 in very few days, okay? Have a blessed rest of your week, and please pray for me, as I can assure you I am in trials at the moment. Trials and troubles are here. But by God's grace, I am tranquil and calm and peaceful. Thanks be to God. So have a blessed day, everyone.